Hello friends, again welcome to my channel. Now today we are discussing about one of the important type of the antibodies, that is the IgG type of the antibodies. Now the antibodies or the immunoglobulins, we know that these are the glycoproteins which are present within our serum sample. That is, these are the serum proteins which are having ability to binds with the antigens with the high specificity and affinity. It means these are having the specific type of the affinity or the specificity for the antigens. Whenever there is the entry of any type of the antigen within our body, these antigens, these are responsible for stimulating the synthesis of these antibodies. So due to that, these antibodies, these are having the specificity and affinity for that antigens which are responsible for their synthesis. Now within the human beings, we know that there are the 5 different types of the immunoglobulin molecules. These 5 different classes, these are formed, or this categorization, it is depending upon the type of the heavy chains which are present within that immunoglobulin molecule. These 5 classes, these are including the IgG type of the antibodies with the gamma type of heavy chain, then IgA type of the antibodies with the alpha type of the heavy chain, IgM with the mu type of the heavy chain, IgD with the delta type of heavy chain, and IgE with the epsilon type of the heavy chain. Now today we are focusing on the immunoglobulin G, that is the IgG type of the antibodies, their structure and their function. Now this immunoglobulin G, it is a most abundant type of the antibodies which are found within our body fluids and responsible for protecting our body from different types of the bacterial and the viral infection. Now these are also responsible for representing up to the 75% of the serum antibodies, as these are abundant one, and thus most common type of the antibody which are found within our body circulation. The serum concentration of these antibodies, it is 10 to 16 milligram per ml, and these are also considered as a major immunoglobulin in the extravascular spaces. Now, whenever we are discussing about the structural characteristics of this IgG type of the immunoglobulin molecules, now these are having the specific structure like that of the immunoglobulin molecules. That is, as we are discussing in the previous lecture about the general structural characteristics of the immunoglobulin molecules. Preferentially, these are having a Y-shaped structure. So, similarly, Y-shaped structure, it is possessed by the these IgG type of the antibodies, within which there is the presence of 2 heavy and 2 light chains. That is, these are having the common S2L2 system, 2 heavy chains and 2 light chains. The heavy chains, that is, these are the gamma type of the heavy chains, these are present. There is also presence of the heavy chains, that is gamma type of the heavy chain, and the light chains. Within the both of these are having the variable region, constant region. These are joints with each other by the hinge region, which is having the specific type of the flexibility. Now these are also having the FC region, then the Fab region. Fab region, it is constituting the antigen binding site, that is the 2 antigen binding sites. These are present, means the valency of these immunoglobulin molecules, it is 2. At a time it can binds with the 2 antigens. Now these antigen binding sites which are present within that, these are having the same type of the specificity. Now these IgG antibodies, these are the large monomeric molecules of about 150 kilodalton with the tetrameric quaternary structure. That is tetramers, it means these are having the 4 polypeptide chains, that is 2 heavy and 2 light chains. The heavy chains, these are the having the molecular weight up to the 50 kilodalton, and the heavy chain, these are having the light chain, these are having the molecular weight 25 kilodalton. The total molecular weight of the IgG type of the antibodies, it is 150 kilodalton. Now there is the binding or the linking in between the 2 heavy chains by the presence of the disulfide bonds, and to the light chains by the presence of these disulfide bonds. The resulting tetramer has the 2 identical holes which together form the Y-like structure, that is the Y-shaped structure. Now each end of this fork contains the identical antigen binding site, that is, it has the valency of 2. The heavy chain components, these are including the CH1, CH2, CH3, hinge region, variable region, and within the light chain there is the presence of constant region of light chain, and kappa or the lambda type of the light chain. It means within the heavy chain there is the presence of the three different components within the constant region, and means three types of the constant region these are present, and within the light chains only a single constant region it is present, as these light chains these are having the smaller size as compared to that of the heavy chain. So here you can observe within this figure, that is the different subclasses of the IgG type of the immunoglobulin molecules. Now there are the four different subclasses of these IgG type of the immunoglobulin molecules, that is these are the isotypes of these IgG antibodies. Now the main difference between the structure of these IgG type of the antibodies, that is subclasses of IgG type of the antibodies, it includes at the hinge region, means the number of the amino acids that are present within the hinge region, these are different. As we can observe within the figure, that is within the IgG3 type 3, within this subclass there is the presence of the maximum type of the maximum amino acids within the hinge region, that is up to the 63 amino acids these are present. Then the IgG1 and IgG4 these are having the same number of amino acid within this hinge region. Now the structural comparison between these isotypes, it include majorly, as there is the maximum number of amino acids within the hinge region of IgG3, so the molecular weight of this IgG3 it is maximum, that is 170 kilodalton, and within IgG1, IgG2 and IgG4 it is having the Ig 150 kilodalton. Now the number of amino acid within the hinge region, these are including the within the IgG2 and IgG4, the number of amino acid these are the 12, within IgG1 15, and within the IgG3 that is the maximum number of amino acid, that is up to the 62 amino acid. Now the presence of intra heavy chain disulfide bonds, within IgG1 there is the presence of two types of the disulfide bond, within IgG2 4, within IgG3 11, and within IgG4 two disulfide bonds these are present. Now the half-life period of these immunoglobulin molecules, maximally whenever generally we are considering about the half-life period, that is the time period up to which these antibodies this can circulate within our body, it is the 23 days. And whenever we are considering about these different subtypes, the IgG1 these are having the half-life period from 14 to 21 days. Again similar for the IgG2 and IgG4, but the IgG3 which are the having the largest molecular size, these are having the half-life period of only 7 days. Now the serum concentration of these, it is the maximum serum concentration it is of IgG1, that is up to the 6.98 gram per liter, and the lowest amount it is of IgG3, that is 0.51. Now the relative abundance of these antibodies within our circulation, it is the IgG1 these are maximally present within our serum sample, that is the 60%, then followed by the IgG2 that is 32%, and the IgG3 and IgG4 these are present within very low concentration, it is only up to the 4%. Now these are the structural characteristics of the IgG type of immunoglobulin molecules. Now whenever we are discussing about the different functions of these immunoglobulin molecules, it include, as these are the main types or the majority of these antibodies, so preferentially these are present within our blood and extracellular fluid. These are responsible for controlling the different types of the infections which are carried out within our body tissues. Again, one specific characteristics of these antibodies, it includes IgG. It is the only class of immunoglobulin molecules that are having the ability to cross the placenta. That is, they can cross the placental barrier and responsible for providing the protection to the newborn during the first few months of life. Now, this IgG, it is the major immunoglobulin in the blood, lymph fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, peritoneal fluid, and a key player in the humoral immune response. Means these are developed, and preferentially there is the formation of this IgG type of the antibodies within the secondary immune response. Now the binding of the Fc portion of this IgG type of the antibodies to the receptor present on the phagocyte, it is a critical step in the opsonization. That is, it is responsible for enhancement of the phagocytosis. That is, these are having the ability of opsonization. The phagocytosis of particles coated with IgG antibodies is a vital mechanism that cells use to cope with microorganisms. Then these IgG, it is produced in the delayed response to an infection and can be retained in the body for a longer time period. That is development of these antibodies within the secondary immune response. These are also helpful for the passive immunization by the transfer of these antibodies. Detection of IgG usually indicates a prior infection or vaccination. Now, because of the relative abundance and excellent specificity towards the antigen, it is the principal antibody used within the immunological research and the clinical diagnostic. For different diagnostic technique, there is the use of this IgG type of the antibodies. These IgG antibodies, these are also responsible for giving the responses, that is the antibody dependent cellular cytotoxicity, then antibody dependent cellular phagocytosis, and the complement mediated cytotoxicity. All of these processes, these are shown by this IgG type of the antibodies. So it is the whole information about the structure and function of the IgG type of the antibodies. Thank you. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and also share this video with your friends. Thank you.